Sophie Cunningham has always been more than just a basketball player. She is a competitor, a leader, and a personality whose presence radiates through every room she enters and every court she steps onto. Her journey from a young girl in Missouri with big dreams to becoming one of the most recognizable faces in the WNBA is a story of grit, resilience, and an unwavering love for the game. It is also a story of how determination and authenticity can resonate far beyond basketball, inspiring others to chase their goals with the same relentless energy that Sophie embodies. Growing up in Columbia, Missouri, Sophie was raised in a family where sports were not just an activity but a way of life. From an early age, she was surrounded by competition, and she thrived on it. Her family, including her sister Lindsey, who also played basketball at a high level, gave Sophie both support and motivation. The Cunningham household was filled with the sound of bouncing balls, the rhythm of sneakers on driveways, and the unspoken understanding that hard work and competitiveness were not only encouraged but expected. These early lessons planted the seeds of a work ethic that would carry Sophie far beyond her hometown. As she entered Rockbridge High School, Sophie quickly established herself as one of the most promising young talents in the state. Her mix of size, toughness, and skill made her nearly unstoppable at the prep level. She wasn't just a scorer, she was a complete player who defended with intensity, passed with vision, and always seemed to make the winning play. Her high school success put her on the radar of top programs across the country, but for Sophie, there was never much doubt about where she wanted to play. She chose to stay home, committing to the University of Missouri, where she would not only represent her state but also redefine what women's basketball could mean for an entire community. At Missouri, Sophie Cunningham became more than just a basketball player. She became a cultural figure. From the moment she stepped onto campus, her charisma and competitiveness electrified fans. She brought an edge to the program that had not been felt in years. Every game she played felt personal, not just for her but for everyone who wore black and gold. Her energy was contagious, and her passion drew fans who might not have otherwise followed women's basketball. Sophie was not afraid to show emotion, whether it was clapping in the face of an opponent, firing up her teammates with a roar, or simply playing through pain with grit that commanded respect. She embodied the kind of toughness that made her a fan favorite and a nightmare for opposing teams. Her career at Missouri was nothing short of historic. She became the school's all-time leading scorer, leaving behind a legacy that will forever be etched in Tigers history. But her impact was not just in the numbers. It was in the way she transformed the culture of the program. Sophie helped elevate Missouri women's basketball into the national spotlight, proving that the program could compete with the best in the country. Her competitive fire, combined with her skill and leadership, made her a symbol of pride for her state and an inspiration for young girls who saw in her a reflection of their own dreams. What set Sophie apart during her college years was not only her ability to perform at the highest level but also her authenticity. She never tried to be someone she wasn't. She was unapologetically herself, fiery, outspoken, and determined. That authenticity connected with fans and teammates alike, creating a sense of loyalty and admiration that continues to follow her today. She played every game with her heart on her sleeve, and while that sometimes led to criticism from opponents or rival fans, it was also what made her unforgettable. When the time came for Sophie to make the leap to the professional level, she did so with the same confidence that had carried her through her college career. She was drafted by the Phoenix Mercury in 2019, joining a franchise with a rich history and a passionate fan base. The transition to the WNBA is never easy, but Sophie approached it with the same mindset she had carried her whole life: work harder than anyone else, embrace the challenge, and never back down. Her early years in the WNBA were marked by the need to adapt to the speed and physicality of the game at its highest level. Playing alongside legends like Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner, Sophie had the opportunity to learn from some of the best while also carving out her own role. She quickly became known for her toughness, her ability to stretch the floor with her shooting, and her fearlessness on both ends of the court. Sophie never shied away from physical play. If anything, she embraced it. She developed a reputation as one of the league's fiercest competitors, unafraid to mix it up, talk trash, and leave everything she had on the court. Over the years, Sophie has grown into a vital part of the Mercury's identity. She has consistently improved her game, becoming a reliable shooter, a versatile defender, and a spark plug who can change the momentum of a game with a single play. But beyond the stats, her value lies in her energy and leadership. Sophie is the kind of player who elevates everyone around her. Her voice in the locker room carries weight, her presence on the court commands attention, and her passion inspires both teammates and fans. She has become the heart and soul of a team that thrives on grit and determination. Sophie's impact extends far beyond the court. She has embraced her role as a role model, using her platform to inspire the next generation of athletes. She understands the responsibility that comes with being a professional athlete and has leaned into it, connecting with fans, engaging with communities, and representing the game with pride. Her authenticity, which has always been one of her greatest strengths, resonates deeply with those who follow her. She doesn't hide her emotions or filter her personality. She shows up as herself, and in doing so, she gives others permission to do the same. Her competitive fire has also made her one of the most talked about players in the league. Sophie Cunningham is not afraid to be polarizing. She knows that her energy can draw both love and criticism, and she embraces that reality. In many ways, her willingness to be herself regardless of what others think is what makes her so compelling. She is the type of player who you may love if she's on your team and hate if she's not. But either way, you cannot ignore her. That quality has made her a magnetic presence in the WNBA and a key figure in the league's ongoing growth and popularity. As her career continues to evolve, Sophie's legacy is still being written. But already, she has established herself as one of the most important players of her generation. Not because she has the most accolades or the flashiest highlights, but because she represents something deeper, the power of passion, authenticity, and toughness. Sophie Cunningham shows that greatness is not only about talent, but about the heart and fire that you bring to every moment. The future for Sophie is filled with possibility. With her continued growth as a player, she has the potential to become one of the faces of the WNBA for years to come. Her leadership qualities suggest that coaching or broadcasting could also be in her future, allowing her to stay connected to the game long after her playing days are over. Whatever path she chooses, one thing is certain: Sophie will approach it with the same energy and determination that have defined her career thus far. Her story reminds us of the beauty of sports, not just in the wins and losses, but in the personalities that bring the game to life. Sophie Cunningham embodies the raw, unfiltered passion that makes basketball so compelling. She plays with a joy and intensity that remind us why we fell in love with the game in the first place. And in doing so, she leaves a mark that goes far beyond the box score. Sophie's journey is still unfolding, but already, her legacy is clear. She is a player who refuses to be ignored, a leader who inspires others to embrace who they are, and a competitor whose fire burns as bright as ever. For fans of the game, she is a reminder that basketball is not just about talent but about heart, grit, and the courage to be yourself. Thank you for joining us in celebrating Sophie Cunningham's incredible journey. If her story inspired you, please like this video, share it with others who appreciate her passion and fire, and subscribe for more tributes to the athletes who shaped the game. And don't forget to leave a comment about your favorite Sophie Cunningham moment. We'd love to hear your thoughts and keep the conversation going about this remarkable player and leader.